Shalom. I want to start off by saying Kal Halal Yamla, Yahweh, Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai, Ba'asham Rekakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone for teaching us His truth and who rule well. Peace and salutations unto the Akim that is spread around the four corners of the earth, spreading this word in sincerity and in truth. Shalom to the hopeful elect. Gone. I'm the brother Quatazap Sayan, coming back through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'asham, Yahweh Shai with another lesson. And this time I want to speak about how Esau is childish. He's a very childish person, and he's an unpredictable tyrant. What you see before you is an article on the Prime Minister, that the Prime Minister had a speech yesterday, I believe. Yeah, it was yesterday. And I want to go through that article and read some things. And that's how you can see that Esau likes to keep his options open. Let me jump into it. This is an article from internetbode.nl, and it reads, Mark Rutte, there is not one truth about how we should deal with the coronavirus. And that whole sentence already got a whole lot of alarm bells ringing, because why isn't there one truth? There's only one truth. There's only one truth, and the rest are only lies, So that sentence in itself is sheer nonsense. So he likes to keep his options open, He likes to want to go any way that he wants with it. You understand? So that's why he said there's not only one truth how to deal with this coronavirus. That's the first thing that popped in my head. But yeah, reading on. West Brabant, Minister Hugo de Jong and Prime Minister Mark Rutte again held a press conference on Tuesday evening. That happened 6 months after the coronavirus outbreak. They indicated where we are now, about 6 months after the start of the outbreak. They also discussed what we are doing to stay ahead of a second wave. And I don't know why they put that sentence in there also, but yeah, I do know why, because they want to pre-program you. They want to let you expect that there's gonna be a second wave. They want to let you know that there's gonna be a second wave. Because if you don't speak about something, then when it happens, then it's gonna be a shock and people are gonna be outraged. But if you keep repeating the same thing over and over again, people are not gonna buck up against it, because they expected it already, because you had softened the blow. Yeah, man, reading on. We don't have any big or unexpected news today. Mark Rutte started the press conference with those words. Still, bad news was brought to the discotheques and nightclubs, as they still have to keep their doors closed. We do this on the advice of the outbreak management team. That is not good news, but the risk of infection is too great. So further he goes, he talks about the quarantine policy, that children from 0 to 4 years are going to be treated as children from 4 to 12 years, that they fall in the same category. Critical questions, there's going to be an online session where Rutte and de Jong are going to have a meeting, and people can put forward ideas about dealing with the virus, and there is room for critical questions. Measure nursing rooms, like nursing homes. Let me see. And finally, the dashboard coronavirus is constantly being expanded. As for September 1st, 2020, the figures for each municipality, I don't know what that word is, municipality, are now included. This makes it increasingly possible to take more targeted measures. The last press conference was held on Tuesday, August 18th. During that press conference, Mark Rutte and Hugo de Jong urged people to receive no more than 6 guests at home from now on, and all at a distance of 1.5 meters. The controls at room rentals are also becoming stricter. So basically, he didn't really have anything else to bring out. He didn't have any new things concerning the coronavirus. He only said that the discotheque was not gonna be opened soon, which is gonna make people lose their minds also, and they're not gonna be able to have house parties for bigger groups than 6 people. But yeah, man, the two things that stuck out like a sore thumb is that there's not only one truth. That stuck out as a sore thumb for me. And the other thing was that to stay ahead of the second wave. But yeah, man, so what I was talking about, that Esau, he likes to keep his options open. And he's very childish. He's a unpredictable tyrant. And let me go into the scriptures for the answers. Let's start with Job 30. Verse 1. But now they that are younger than I have me in derision, whose fathers I would have disdained to have set with the dogs of my flock. So this is Job speaking, and he's an Israelite, and he's speaking about those that are younger than him. And who are those that are younger than him? That's Esau. Because Esau, he sold his birthright. He despised his birthright. Let me go into that word younger, the strong concordance of the Bible, the interlinear. Let's see, the word younger, which is in the Lashon Kodash, Taza'ayar, which means little, insignificant. He made himself insignificant by selling his birthright onto Jacob. You see, so that's how he is younger than the Israelites. That's how he's younger than Jacob. You see. So let's go to the book of Genesis to prove that. 25, verse 30. This is Genesis 25, verse 30. And Esau said to Jacob, Feed me, I pray thee, with that same red pottage, for I am faint. Therefore was his name called Edom. And Jacob said, Sell me this day thy birthright. And Esau said, Behold, I am at the point to die, and what profit shall this birthright do to me? But you see, Esau's not a spiritual man. He's all about the flesh, because he could have simply fasted, or he could have simply just waited until the food is done, but he wanted it right now, right then and there, So he sold his birthright. Verse 33. And Jacob said, Swear to me this day that and Jacob said, Swear to me this day, and he sware unto him. And he sold his birthright unto Jacob. And Jacob gave Esau bread and pottage of lentils, and he did eat and drink, and rose up, and went his way. Thus Esau despised his birthright. You see, so that's how Jacob, the Israelites, are older than Esau, because the Israelites have the birthright. Because Esau despised it. Esau sold it unto Jacob. Let's go into the book of Isaiah 3, verse 12. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee, cause thee to err, and destroy the way of thy path. They which leads thee. It's those are so like that's talking about these Hebrew Israelite camps, that don't give you the 100% truth, and also these so-called leaders that we have, Oprah, yeah, do you got all these other people that can influence our nation, but they don't do it. You got Oprah, Jesse Jackson, you got yeah, Martin Luther King. He sold out also. He sold his people out for high status and for money. You know, so they, O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err. The so-called leaders of the Israelites, they don't give a damn about us. Gone. And women rule over them. Gone, because now you see the Israelite women, they want to wear the pants in the house and they want to tell you what to do. That's why, man, in this day and age, having a Jake female is just a headache, man, because she's under the curses also, like how we are under the curses. So it's hard to deal with them. Gone. But the point is, as for my people, children are their oppressor. Gone. So that those children, what I was speaking about, is that Esau is younger than us. So he is Esau's the children, the younger. Let me go to Isaiah 3 and 4. This is Isaiah 3, verse 4. And I will give children to be their princes, and babes shall rule over them. Speaking about Esau again. And let's go into that word in the strong concordance of the Bible. Slovakia. And that word babes goes into Taila, which is Tailawalyam, Slovakia, Tailawalyam. And the outline of biblical usage says wantonness, caprice, vexation. And if you go into that word caprice, look up. That word caprice goes into sudden and unaccountable change of mood or behavior. So basically, it's unpredictable. Come. Click on it. No. Come. If you see at 2, the staff, tired of his tyranny and his caprice, which is fickleness, changeableness, validity, inconsistency, capriciousness, fitfulness, unpredictability, stability. You see? So that's what basically Esau is. He's a unpredictable tyrant, because he comes with his rigorous rules that everybody's supposed to hold, that everybody's supposed to follow, everybody's supposed to do. He comes with his grievous decrees, as Isaiah the 10th chapter says. But this man, he's childish in a way. And now, going to the strong definitions, you see vexation, concretely, a tyrant. You see? Esau, the unpredictable tyrant. That's just what he is, man. And also, if you go into the Hebrew Childish lexicon, it says petulances, which is childish. You see? And poet for concrete, one petulant, a boy. A boy child, a child. So basically, what the scripture says is that, and I will give children to be their princes, and babes an unpredictable tyrant, somebody that's caprice, is going to rule over them, which is Esau. You see? And if you go into the root word, actually, of that word babes, and this is what it says. It's ilal. Ilal. And the outline of biblical usage says to act severely, deal with severely, make a fool of someone. And all these things, he acts severely against the poor. He acts severely against everyone, even the people of his own nation. But then, I'm thinking about Revelations. Just bring it, man. Don't be tiptoeing and being about the bush. This is Revelation 12, verse 12. There's going to come a point where he's severely going to come on the men of the Lord and on these people. But his main target is going to be the men of the Lord. This is Revelation 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil, which is Esau, is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knew that he had but a short time. Yeah, man, so just bring it. Don't be beating about the bush. He's going to come with some draconian laws, and then it's going to be over with, Then Jacob's trouble is going to be popping off. This is Revelation 13, verse 11. And I beheld another beast come up out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. Gone. Which is those draconian laws, because that beast represents the image of Esau, man. And those 2 horns are the Republicans and the Democrats, but still it's the part of that same beast. So it doesn't matter if you pick the right side or the left side, it's still part of the same beast. And that so-called lamb that spake as a dragon is speaking about the laws that he's going to come with, the draconian laws. Let's go to Isaiah 10, verse 1 and verse 2. This is Isaiah 10, verse 1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievousness which they have prescribed. And that's speaking about Esau, because he's the child that ruleth above us, Verse 2. To turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless. Yeah, man, he's not going to have mercy upon anybody. He's going to come on the widows, he's going to come upon the fatherless. It doesn't matter, Going back, the outline of biblical usage also said, make a fool of someone. To act or play the child. To abuse, affect, defile, to glean, and to mock, And then this is what popped into my mind. I was thinking about Psalms, the first chapter. This is Psalms 1 and 1. Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. You see? And that word scornful goes into mockery, And who's the mocker upon the planet Earth? That's Esau, because he's mocking the Most High. Let's go to 2 Thessalonians. is 2 Thessalonians 2, verse 4. Who opposeth and exalted himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he, as God, sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. You see? So Esau, he's mocking the Most High, and he's going to get what is due unto him, you know. Give double unto her as she gave to you, you know. But yeah, man, these were a couple of words and thoughts and scriptures that came into my mind when I was reading this. And Lord willing, this video was edifying. I want to say Kal Halal Yamla Yahweh Ba'asham Yahushai Ba'asham Raka Kudash Shalom Akim.